right. Oh, yeah. I'm alive. And Blind Mike didn't interrupt my wedding.
I did not. I have to start with a question, if you don't mind. I don't want to take over your program.
No, you can always take over. It's fine.
Yeah. Craig, I'll give this to the room. See what the boys think of it. Craig comes to me. I'll give him this, months in advance, very well in advance, and tells me, hey, there's about 32 days in April I can't do the podcast. So let's pre-record. 3 days in, he goes, hey, you're doing my show tonight, right? I was like, I thought you were gone.
I got home earlier. And I'm leaving tomorrow morning. And I was like...
let's keep in mind, this episode, I assume this comes out tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tonight.
So if people listen to Very Good Show first, they're then going to come to my Patreon, hopefully, and listen to us say, hey, how do you think this wedding is going to go?
I didn't even fucking think about that.
It's like watching Back to the Future, the second one. They're just jumping all over the place.
Boy, imagine the wackiness that could go on at this wedding.
Yeah, they hear this and they're like, they listen to that one. Oh, they don't know yet.
It is fun, I guess. Yeah.
Oh no, the alternative was just have a Matt and Mike show, and I don't think anyone wanted that. So.
No. I don't even want that. I don't even want to be friends with me.
But yeah, dude, it was actually a good time. It was wicked funny though. While I was getting married, before she walked down the aisle, I was like, what if he did concoct something and he is gonna do like his wacky bit? It actually crossed my mind, and then they used chemical warfare on me, and they had my daughter walk down the aisle with my parents, which I was not expecting. And I was waterworks began. I was
You were all sniffles, buddy.
Yeah.
What if your kids walk down the aisle and you see it's like me and Lieutenant Kirk from the Patreon or something?
He would be like the only person I'd be like okay with them being there. He's such a swell guy.
He is a nice guy. I'll give him that.
But also
like, tap tap. I brought my formal cane.
No, but it would have been
jeweled.
It would have been helpful. It would have been helpful though, because I wouldn't have started crying, because that would have been fucking hilarious.
Yeah. We were standing in the back taking bets, like if you were going to cry or not.
Oh yeah, it was easy money.
Yeah, it was
easy.
Everyone said, yeah, you would.
I didn't like bawl. I teared up.
Okay, that's understandable.
Expected.
Yeah. I was, like I said, like before, I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. And I was getting in the headspace when I was just like thinking of horrible shit and like just taking my mind off whatever. And I was like,
you were thinking of horrible shit.
Well, dude, I don't
thinking of horrible shit.
Yeah, I didn't need like a picture coming around of me just like with like a snot bubble out of my nose or whatever.
It's like the happiest day of his life. He's like beheading videos, people on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you think about it, you're going to cry probably. The key would be putting it out of your mind completely.
Yep.
No, but I got myself in like a headspace, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna be fine. And then like my daughter just looked like a puppet, like walking down the aisle, holding my parents' hands, and I was like, this isn't fair.
Yeah. And your daughter's like the cutest thing alive, so
sure is.
It must have been rough.
A nice reminder to the audience, by the way. Hey, this is out of wedlock.
Not anymore. Not anymore. We made those kids right.
Shotgun to the old back at this one.
Here's Craig's parents and Craig's bastards.
Formerly known as. But yeah, no.
Well, congratulations, pal.
Thanks. Yeah, the wedding did start though with Laura telling me she didn't want to talk to me for the rest of the weekend.
Why?
Because all right, so remember when I told you on the episode you guys are going to hear later this week at some point?
Hey, remember later tonight when I told you?
Oh wait, yeah, no. Actually, this was just the live stream we did last week.
Okay.
When I said that my family was the normal ones.
Yep. Oh,
okay. Boy, was I right.
Oh boy, that was interesting.
So the venue had these two little cottages that we decided to rent. One for me to sleep in the first night and her to sleep in the first night. And then the second cabin, the women were going to use that to get ready the next day. Right. I get there. I already known like one of her cousins was going to crash in one of the rooms, which pissed me off, but I was like, whatever. I go into my cabin and I open the door and their dogs are running around and there's dog food everywhere and there's just shit all over my cabin. And I flipped the fuck out. in front of people. Like,
yeah.
I didn't do it quietly or none of that shit. And I start flipping out. They come over. They're trying to bring some other dogs in there. And I was like, no, this one over here. And I think you saw part of it, man.
No, I showed up like as you were like mid tirade, and I was just never wanted to leave so fucking bad. Dude,
Now, do you think that was just stress buildup? Because you don't strike me as the kind of guy that would really care, or at least wouldn't have an outburst about that.
This was like a slow build. I was kind of pissed they were, it was weird to me just that they felt comfortable staying with the bride and groom at the wedding.
Right.
That part threw me off just from the
Yeah,
jump.
that's very odd.
Yeah. And not only that, they had so much shit in my cabin. And like I was like thinking, because we had black suits, and I was like, all right, there's gonna be fucking dog fur and shit all over them and all this crap. And I don't give a fuck what I look like in public, but for this one day I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's now being impeded. So
Well, apparently you don't have to care, because look at who you're trying to impress. They don't seem to give a fuck.
actually, you know what's funny though is two of them didn't know what was going on. So I'm flipping out.
What are we having, a
yeah,
birthday
and-
party? What's happening?
Okay, that was vague.
We all sleeping over?
No, I think two of them thought that the cabin was like a gift.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What?
So in the middle,
To whom? Like, for what?
What are you
Why?
talking about?
no idea. But I think that was it. And then I flip out, and I could see them get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when somebody does that.
Well, no, yeah, but it's just quickly like snap, and they were like, oh, we're in the way.
yeah. They read the room pretty fucking quick.
Yeah, but the problem at that point was the whole place was booked, and they had nowhere to go. So
Well, hey,
so I flipped out, and Laura was already stressed, so this wasn't helping. And she
it's
said,
wedding day.
and she looks at me and says, I'm ruining the weekend, and to not talk to her for the rest of the weekend. And I was like, well, that's going to be pretty difficult because there's a script coming out tomorrow. I don't know if you heard. and we kind of have to talk to each other during it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's a fun look into what the rest of your life is going to be like.
I felt it, but I found out there was more shit, so she was just so stressed out.
Yeah.
But it was very uncomfortable. Ask Matt.
Oh no, it was there was definitely a cloud in the room of just like, what the fuck is going on?
Sounds like a real groomzilla over there, huh, fellas?
Oh, yeah.
I felt like a groomzilla, but then I was like, wait, this is my fucking wedding. Why should I be sharing
Yeah.
you with these people?
You paid for it.
And
That's
they're-
weird. Nobody
they're-
should be like staying with the bride
Yeah.
and groom that day. You're absolutely right.
And they're dogs. So they brought
Yeah,
we had our
that's-
dog, but that's our dog. Like, you know, he was not in my
I am
cabin.
always amazed at the people, especially family, that doesn't recognize, like, hey, we should, because I'm so the opposite way, where I wouldn't want to be anywhere near you, meaning not even
exactly.
insulting you, meaning like I would want no part of interrupting your weekend or
Right.
being the
Yeah.
cause of any stress. I'm always amazed at people that don't think like that.
Yeah, no, that's what I kept saying to Matt. I was like shaking, smoking cigarettes, and like drinking beers, and I'm like, am I out of line?
And
dude?
I was just like, oh no, I was like, I was just sitting there, just like, you have every justifiable reason to be very mad right now.
I didn't
Is that
keep-
what had that happened right before you FaceTimed me, or was that?
Oh,
like,
that
way
was
before?
hours later. That was
right,
hours
good.
later.
I was still fuming then, wasn't I, Mike?
You sure were. you didn't look relaxed.
Why is it? Did it not dissipate at all?
Slowly,
He's lighting a new cigarette with the old one.
slowly. It slowly dissipated, and then everything kind of got out of my cabin and wasn't coming back to my cabin. Because then the other thing was, her cousin's dogs apparently couldn't be near my dog, so she was going to go put it. And I go, get your dog and get your shit the fuck out of my cabin. This is my wedding. My dog can do whatever the fuck he wants. Yours can stay in the fucking crate in the room.
And then she had the nerve to look Craig in the face and be like, I can't handle 3 dogs. And he was just like, dude, handle it.
No, I said, I don't know what to tell you.
That was what it was. Yeah.
And that set the tone for the rest
Well,
of
it
the
sounds like a fun weekend.
the next
the rest
night
of it was a good time.
the next night was fucking great.
Okay,
It
good.
was a blast.
Cause so me and Laura had like, quiet time. I'm like, I'm not sorry, I'm mad. I'm sorry I blew up at you. Follow? Like there's no way I can go out on my man sword and fucking apologize for that. I'm not
No,
doing
but you
it.
could have just said, I'm sorry I blew up at you, rather than that. Now, I want you to keep in mind that I'm not sorry for everything. I'd like you to focus on that.
I get so few wins. I had to just make it known I'm winning this one.
Yeah, acknowledge, because that could really take away from the win if she doesn't acknowledge it at all.
She did. And she
Okay,
apologized.
good.
She,
All right.
she gave me she kind of made the momentum go back her way, but didn't blame me anymore. Which
That's what they.
so it's more or less like a tie, I guess, but that's a win in all our eyes, I think.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah. If you're not getting yelled at, it's a win for a guy. That's a win.
It's funny. I've had to learn to start accepting what my girlfriend thinks of as sorry. Because the words, I don't know if she didn't learn them when she came over to this country. She seems to have learned all the other ones.
No.
Sorry is not in there. But what she'll do is start being very nice to me.
Yep. Yep.
And for a while, that would really annoy me. And I'd be like, you motherfucker.
It's the
but now
worst.
I've just realized, like, oh, that's how she's apologizing, I guess.
Well, I'll tell you, that's not like, it's not a cultural thing. That is a woman thing. Like, I'm pretty sure
True, it's a gender
I'm pretty
thing.
sure Alba and Laura would be best friends because I've never heard the words "I'm sorry," and I don't think I ever will. The only time
and then I love this one. I've gotten this a few times. What? I basically apologized.
yes, yes,
What do you mean? What does that mean?
yes. There was just like, well, I got dinner, and it's like, so that doesn't mean that didn't
My
happen.
feelings hurt.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, why are you single? You sound so depressed about it. Yeah, 'cause that sounds totally fun, guys.
This doesn't sound like a blast.
This sounds like a fucking blast. On my end, it is. On when I'm listening to it.
Oh
all
yeah,
the
but
fucking time.
here's the beauty though that led to this was before I showed up. It was like right before I showed up. So we got the two cabins, and Laura got there, took my daughter out of the car seat, brought her into the cabin, and put the key to the cabin down. Stepped back out, the door shut, the deadbolt automatically locks.
Oh no.
Holy shit!
And I think I had, as a dad, the complete wrong reaction to finding out this information because I laughed so hard because
You are such an ass. I love it so much.
I was right down the road, so I wasn't worried about it. She was in the car seat. There's nothing like she could get into. So she goes, I shut the door, and the deadbolt just snaps as the door shut. And I just start dying laughing. She's like, it's not fucking funny, and like screams and like hangs up on me. So I had to
You
get
really experienced the whole spectrum of emotions.
Yeah, no, but like
He's weeping, he's screaming, he's laughing.
I'm all over the place this weekend. Yeah, but that was the first night. We had the rehearsal dinner. Everything was fine. Everyone got drunk. It was a great time.
It was nice.
It was
Very
nice.
good.
Matt was
How
proud.
do your families get along? I don't know if I asked that or not already, but
Fine.
do
Yeah.
your parents know her parents and everything?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everything's fine there. They don't I don't think they hang out enough to develop anger,
Right. Yeah, there's no I got you.
which is good. I like that. Like keep it separate.
Oh, completely, yeah.
Because oh man, like how often have your parents met Albus?
They have not.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah, never.
You know it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I was
though.
even thinking while you were telling this story that if I ever had, it would be nice if I ever had that moment. Like if I had a freak out where I really laid into them, Alba could just translate and be like, "Oh no, he's wishing you good tidings and many thanks for coming."
No, dude, that could go one of two ways. It could be like super awesome. They're so excited to meet each other after a certain amount of time, or like you
Yeah.
wait till the wedding and they meet there and they fucking hate each other.
Well, I don't see it. They're both very friendly, and I know. I'm trying to think. Neither. Yeah, I can't see either my mom or their parents. They would just bottle it deep down, as we Gearys were trained to do. You bottle it deep down and never mention it, and then really lay into them when they're not there.
Yeah, no, that's the. Oh yeah, dude, I typically do that. Like the Irish in me is
Secret
like
fury.
bottle it
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
bottle it up, and just fucking make it kill me. but
Oh yeah.
I just couldn't contain it. It was like Mount St. Helens all over that place. It was just real bad. But the next day didn't start too much better because the kids stayed with her the first night and I just slept by myself.
Dude, we did the night before.
Yeah.
All we did was just eat pizza and watch movies and just talk shit. That's it.
I had Matt come stay with me the first night because I was like, I'm going to be by myself for hours and I'm not going to bed. So I just had him crash there. Keep in mind for everyone listening and keep count. Oh, I thought, you don't stay there. Like, he brought one fucking bag and stayed to himself. Big difference.
Right. And you invited him.
And I invited him.
Yeah.
And here's the kicker, and here's the fucking issue to begin with. I told Laura in advance. Big difference.
Right.
I find
I feel
out.
like you're arguing with us. We're all on your side. I don't know what we're gonna.
Remember when you say on Hanging with Blind Mike, shout out, go to patreon.com/Blind Mike, check that show out.
Thank you.
You said you think everyone could benefit from going to therapy. I'm testing it out right here,
Now, how does that make you feel? Now, this is what my therapist would do is, and where do you feel that emotion?
in my chest.
That's interesting you say that. What does it describe it to me?
The justification hour with Craig.
Tingly and red hot.
Yes. I run out of adjectives with that, but he asks me those questions every week, and I run out of fucking adjectives to try and make it sound different.
I thought that was like a real like I didn't know if you were like fucking around. Like, how the fuck do you answer that?
I was fucking around, but that is what he asks me. Yeah.
I get a
Like,
heart.
how does that make you feel? It feels like a fucking infection, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
It feels like the very beginning of a heart attack. Is that helping?
I don't know. I can't feel my left arm.
when you're doing like the is this one of those?
I love that.
Dude, I had a panic attack. My dad had a heart attack 2 years ago, and I had a panic attack 2 days later. And I've always thought I've had panic attacks.
Just a domino effect throughout the family. Everyone's collapsing.
Yeah, but no. I had like a straight up, like they said it was like one of the worst panic attacks they've ever seen, apparently. I don't know if that.
I feel like they're not supposed to say that.
Yeah. I like to like.
Well, this is really one for the books.
Well, when I'm in like the
10 out of
hospital
10.
or something, and I'm like, and I start to like calm down, I'll just crack jokes with everyone, and then they start telling me shit they probably shouldn't, such as that. Because I guess I just had anxiety before, not an anxiety attack. Because I thought I was having a heart attack. I was driving, I felt my heart going, and I was like passing out while driving. It was really bad.
Can't fucking breathe and shit.
Yeah,
dude, it's the best.
Couldn't breathe. Just found myself going like just breathing out my mouth.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, so we'll be documenting this in medical journals. So that's something. Hang your hat on.
Do you mind if I bring this camera in to take a peek?
Did you collapse onto some sausages you were grilling in the backyard?
Tony Soprano joke for anyone out there didn't get it. That was when the gasoline explodes, right? When everyone's going out.
I think that was the first episode. Yeah, he drops the lighter fluid into the grill when he falls, and it just explodes behind him.
What a program.
No fucking ZD.
That's
Dude, I was literally just gonna say that.
that is my favorite line in that show, just because everyone's like, "Hey!" Like that.
Yeah, the fucking priest smacks him in the back of the head.
My family's like that because they are. Not judging by my looks, but they are Italian. So every time someone swears in front of family, as little as it could be, like someone could say sucks. But one time, one of my mother's friends said cunt.
In the whole room.
In the whole room. I even did it. I just went, oh! Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was,
My stars.
it was like in my genes to do that. and she's lucky because everyone did it so loudly it just became a big laugh. like it was so cliche, like everyone just glossed over the word itself.
Is that Family Guy bit when they're like, here, now interrupting, cutting in line in front of Italians.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. But
I always say I thought about this recently, where I get a lot of. I'm sure you get it now, Craig, where someone will tag me in something they say about you, maybe. But like I get it with if someone insults me, they'll tag Kirk and Steve, which at least I interact with them weekly. But it used to be like they would tag like Portnoy, Big Cat, and KFC with an insult to me, and I'd always call it Polly Walnuts. They'd be like, "Hey, you hear what I said?"
Okay, so yes, that's my favorite thing. Like mine and
How long I took the
You hear what I said, T?
our good buddy who does the drums for the intro and outro music has taken that and turned it into his own thing. It started as a joke, and now it's literally everything he says. Like he came up to me at the wedding and goes, "Hey, I'm having a good time. You hear what I said?" Like, yes, I did.
Well, this place is beautiful. How long do you think it took to make this? Answer me.
He's such a fucking.
those are the best.
He's such a fucking.
I'm gonna
idiot.
get the papers. Get the papers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
See what I said, Tony? He said he remembered his first blowjob. I asked him how long it took for the guy to come.
You hear what I said, T? I said I asked how long it took for the guy to come.
Dude, Craig, you brought it up like a couple months ago, but it just popped into my head now. It's making me laugh when he's at the psychic and he digs the chair. He's just like fucking quiz.
The best Polly Walnut scene of all time, for sure. How the fuck do they know that?
He's like looking behind him, like
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, just do a lot of visual cues on the audio medium.
Yeah.
And it may have looked a little something like this.
you see what I did, T? I made my mouth weird and I looked behind me.
But yeah, so the next day was better. Didn't start off too hot because one of the hairdressers was very late.
She ended up being very late. on
Yeah.
that? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So remember when she was pacing outside, Laura, the bridezilla, I guess, when she was pacing outside, dude, ask Matt, dude, I'm fucking looking through the cracks of the blinds, like trying to figure out when I can move without being caught.
Yeah.
I was like in a corner. I'm like, dude, I don't know what to do because if she sees me, I'm gonna get fucking screamed at. If I go over there, I'm gonna get screamed at. If I ask what I can do, I'm gonna be said I'm like bothering her. So I'm like,
You know what you can do? You can go find that hairdresser and kill him.
yeah, but I didn't know any of this was going on, and I could see that she was fucking furious. So I just assumed it was a carry on from the day before. And I'm just looking at Matt. I'm like, how could she be fucking mad at me still? Turns out there was
wedding day.
there was so much other shit going on I didn't know about at the time. So she was mad about that. But I am just just taking it all as like personal. Like, this is my fault. I'm fucking up somehow. I gotta go do something. I went to the ATM, dude. I got $200 out. I poked my head in. I was covering my eyes so she couldn't see me. I'm like, here, this is for your hair and makeup. Just give him extra. Oh, like, and I ran away. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, did that work? I don't know. She's still mad.
It's like the lady who jumps on Happy Gilmore's car.
Exactly.
We ended up me and him ended up going out to go grab coffees and shit like that, and everything up there is like 10, 15 miles away.
Yeah.
So we're in like the line getting coffee, and I just see his phone go blip, 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 blip. I was like, what the fuck is going on? She was just like, I don't know, she's freaking out right now.
I found out it was better to not respond to a lot of them.
Let her rant.
Yeah, let her rant. She'll feel fine. I ask a question. It's a stupid question, and then just like throwing gasoline on the fire.
My problem is I'll blurt out in those situations things that in my mind are a joke.
Oh,
But in no way, like I would be like, well, then I guess we just shouldn't do this. Huh? Like that's a funny thing to say right now, right? We're gonna laugh.
Literally tried that exact joke.
Yeah.
I go, you think
You're up on the altar with a handprint on your face.
I know. I said to her at one point, I go, you think we should call it off? She did not like
Maybe
it.
this is a sign.
She's like, absolutely
No.
not. Which actually, that actually benefited me. I was like, see, she wants to still get married. It's not completely
Thank
bad.
God.
She thought it was a stupid idea. I just gotta keep my mouth shut and we're smooth sailing.
And I'll trick her into this yet.
But yeah, it eventually went well. We had the shortest ceremony in the history of time.
It was fucking
all
sick.
time.
It was fucking
It was
sick.
awesome.
Anyone that was there that's listening, you're fucking welcome.
Yeah, dude, that was pretty awesome.
It was by design, not including the entrances and the exits. Did I tell any of you how long it was?
No.
Take a guess, real quick. How long you think it was?
The ceremony itself,
yes.
without the entrances and exits.
Yes.
I don't know, 40 seconds.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh no, it was longer than that.
All right. Yeah,
It was-
maybe a minute 20.
It was 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 14 seconds.
Attaboy.
Fucking awesome.
Very nice.
From ladies and gentlemen to I now pronounce you. 2 minutes and 14 seconds.
Awesome.
Now, why couldn't you just do that? And I'm not saying, I'm not blaming you for this. I know it's tradition or whatever. But why couldn't you just do that in front of everyone at the same place you're having the reception?
What do you think I did, buddy?
You did, dude.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
This was a very attendee friendly wedding.
That's very good. Yeah, because I went to one of my good buddies, and it was like there was like a 4-hour gap between the ceremony and the reception. I was like, what are we just gonna sit around now?
That's the worst.
Oh, that does suck. It's just like nothing but a cocktail, straight cocktail hour.
It doesn't make any sense.
We did the ceremony and then there was a cocktail hour while we were taking pictures. So everyone's getting hammered and boy, did they. This was everyone's coming out party, by the way.
Yeah.
This was everyone that's been caged during Corona finally doing something. So there was,
right.
Oh, dude, this shit
Right.
got buck.
it got
Real
nuts.
buck.
It was a good time, dude. So you know they say like you have like drunk.
How do you
memory?
know, by the way?
Hang on. You know they say you have like drunk memory, like things will come back like when you get in certain states of mind.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, browning out, so to speak.
So yeah, so Mary was watching your officiant. She's like, "Why do I recognize that guy?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know." And later on, after she's like 4 or 5 in, she's like, "I remember him. He's the guy who was on the show when I was drunk and came downstairs and did the show with you guys."
You're talking about Alan, right?
No, Curly.
No.
Oh,
No,
Curly.
we were doing a live stream. He's a comic from Arizona, and he was on the show. And Mike had to go to the bathroom or something. And then when he was gone, I see his wife who was drunk on the bottom in the backstage. So I just put her on the show. Instantly improved.
She's a lot better than me.
Yeah,
In general.
Yeah, how the fuck would you know how the wedding went, Mike?
Dude, I was there till like 10 o'clock, man.
No, this fucking guy thinks
Oh,
he
you
was
left early?
Were you there till 10? You think you were there till last call? You fucking lying sack of shit.
All right, maybe 9:30. I'm sorry.
He's full of shit right now.
Hang on, I'm looking at my
How early
time.
do you think you left?
I think he left at like 8:30, maybe.
Nope. No, it was 8:55.
Oh, I'm way off. Excuse me.
Harris here.
Excuse me.
Yeah, dude. We didn't even get to take sick bro photos.
We didn't get a very good.
know.
We didn't get a very good photo.
I know.
I wanted to-
Why'd you leave so early?
Well, so when you got no kids, no dog, and a hotel room to yourself,
You say fuck your friends and bail.
and your wife says there's a ticking clock on certain activities you'd like to partake in, you leave.
Okay. Meaning you usually have kids. I did not know that about you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know that.
He fucking left my wedding to get laid.
What a boy.
Yeah.
I was
Love
mad.
was in the air.
I think
And then all over his
It was
sheets.
me because I saw Mike on the way out. I saw Mike as he was like, "Listen, I gotta go." Stuff came up. Bye. And then
something
I had
something
every
appeared in my
intention of coming back.
yeah something
No, you did, 'cause I
something
called
appeared
you.
in his pocket.
I had every intention of coming back, and I drove to the hotel. And when I got there, I was like, "Oh no, I shouldn't have even driven here." So it was-
I guess I can understand that.
I was enjoying the fact though that everyone was bullying Mike at my wedding because I heard that everyone kept dipping their steak tips in his beverages.
it was fucking Scott.
Why? Why would they do that?
It's because he's a dildo. He's the same guy. He's the guy who was doing that is the same dude we were talking about a few minutes ago, calling him Polly Walnuts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his
He's
name's
like, "You see what I did? You see what I did? I put my steak in your whiskey."
Go check out his band Maybrick or Oak Grove. Either one. Fine.
Grove,
Fine.
yeah.
Give him the plug. Why not? They're good. They're a
Yeah.
good band. Yeah, did you I meant to ask you a question, Mike. My Mike, not blind Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know you drank flies?
No, I pulled the flies out.
What does that mean?
Yeah, that was a fucking
this?
thing, dude.
So fucking Scott had flies in his drink, and then when
Why?
we were
Why
all-
are we glossing over that?
We were in a barn.
it just happened. We were in a barn, and he had
Okay.
3 flies in his drink.
All right.
I turned around for 2 seconds. He dumped his drink into my drink. I turned around. He had no more drink. I had a full drink all of a sudden. And I said, thanks for the free booze. However, I'm going to pull those fucking flies out and drink it. So I pulled the 3 flies out and wiped them on Scott's leg.
This sounds like a classy affair.
It wasn't.
It was.
It was not.
We had the most fucking retarded table at that whole place. It was great.
You sure did. Yeah, but no, dude. You know how I was having that battle for Panama? That was the choice to go with. That was sick.
Oh yeah, that got like a pop.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I felt like Stone Cold Steve Austin walking into that barn, dude. Everyone,
It was a good
everyone
time.
chanting along. Yeah, but you know who didn't have a great time was my cousin Ryan. Let me tell you.
Oh, the poor kid.
He now knows what it's like to bomb.
Oh,
Yeah.
speech?
yeah.
Oh, dude,
boy, no, bad. Real bad.
I was talking to Scott like when it was going on, and Mary was like whacking me in the arm. She's like, "Are you listening to this shit?" I was like, "Oh no, wait!" And we started listening. I was looking at her like, "Oh my god!"
Before I talk about this speech any further, I will say the second half was great.
Yes.
The second half of the speech was great.
Interesting.
The beginning, where he was trying to be funny,
Okay.
was very terrible.
like pretty fucking bad. Like
Give me some examples. Was it inappropriate or just?
no,
he was
just
shit faced, and he went up there, and he's a good looking.
I know that game.
Yeah, yeah. so he.
At least he thought he was killing, I'm sure.
I think he was looking at me like, man, I'm getting nothing from this crowd. They suck. Like he was giving me that look.
Yeah, we suck.
The biggest laugh I got was I went to a table and I was like, man, Ryan fucking bombed. And like the whole place, they all started laughing. And I was like, see, he doesn't know what that's like. And I walked away. So he started off comparing marrying me to coronavirus, and it sucks. It's marrying Craig is like having
That was the joke.
no, it's like marrying Craig is like coronavirus. It sucks to get stuck with it or something. It was something really bad, and it was how he started. And he's a public speaker, but he's not a comic. So
It's not even really it's just an insult.
yeah, no, right, no, but
Craig's
kinda.
not a disease.
I assumed that it was gonna be like part roast, part then normal best man
Sure,
speech, which
yeah.
I was fine with. But I was like, make it funny. I don't know. The only funny thing he said was. Because he has a brother who I asked to be in my one of my groomsmen who did not come because of coronavirus, and he said I was the brother that he never had, and I personally started dying. Like it's
I started dying laughing too, but that's the thing is
it's like
You
me-
would really have to know that.
so like there's a dead silent barn and just me going like ha! Like I started it really tickled me, but no one else. Like even the family that knew like eventually got it, they just kind of did like the oh yeah. At that point they were just like over it. So
yeah, let's wrap this one up.
so exactly. So it's going poorly. He's talking about how good looking he is all the time, like 4 times.
In the speech?
in the
Yeah,
speech.
yeah, because he shaved his head before.
An odd choice.
I swear, I'm chalking it up to him being shit faced because he is not.
Sure.
He's not that unfunny. Ever.
No,
He's
What, he wrote it, I imagine, no?
So at one point he brought his phone up to look at the speech, and I could see how long it was and how small on the phone it was, and he was kind of closing one eye to stare at it, and he just into the mic goes nope, and then puts it back in his pocket.
Yeah. Light of his
I did
life,
see
something. You complete him.
No, the good stuff he had memorized. The jokes in like the beginning of the speech, he just said fuck it. But here's the best part is Laura, who's standing next to me, obviously, fucking gives him the hook.
She gave him the light.
She gave him the light, dude, and he fucking blew past it. She goes up to him and goes, she grabs him by the arm, he looks, and this made me want to throw up because I know what that feeling is like. She goes, say something about us and get off.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh, wicked. So bad.
It was bad.
Dude,
Was it?
I wish it was like just loud enough that people could hear it on the microphone.
No, I'm kind of glad it was just for me and I get to tell the story.
Because think about it, no, I did see her kind of like
No, she.
and then just fucking.
Well, it was like a comedy show, because not like a sitcom, because I'm like
Not a
looking
good one.
I'm looking around. There's stone-faced people staring at him. There's people like showing their teeth, and then I see the DJ doing like the throat slash. And I'm like, this is all I've ever wanted. It's like exactly what's happening.
Now, was it just to set the scene for me and the people who were not there? Was this warranted, and do you think it was to save him, or just because he was droning on?
The light.
Combination of all those
She
things.
felt that it was bad, and so as soon as she did that, he switched out of trying to be funny mode and gave it actually a beautiful speech. It was very nice, and I was like, oh man, dude, if you like, I go, this plane. Like, someone said he's got to land the plane, and I go, well, the landing gear is completely fucking broken, and he's coming in sideways. But he landed it, and it was really the nice stuff was extremely nice, and it was worded beautifully because he's used to talking like that. He's not
Okay.
He's not used to what's the deal with blah. Like, he's not used to.
He's Sully Sullenberger did.
No, but my favorite gross part of
I was
this,
going to say that, Mike, and I'm glad I didn't know.
I don't even have the bomb. I didn't even hear him. I'll get it ready. Sorry, boys. Let me pull that puppy up. Fuck, I haven't touched this board in a while. It feels like, but so Ryan used to have like a beautiful head of hair. He did his hair. He's a good looking kid. He goes and he shaved his head like down to like a buzz cut. And before the wedding, he's drunk and he's like, yeah, before the wedding, I shaved my head, so I wasn't the best looking guy at the wedding. And he looks at me and he just goes, well, that didn't work.
Now, did that at least get a laugh? That usually helps out. a lot.
No. Telling the story of it happening is the laugh.
Yeah.
But it also could have been the third or fourth time he brought up his appearance.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, dude, Mary seriously tapped me like out of an argument and was like, "What the fuck is he? What is happening down there?"
But like,
Did you ever hear Louis J. Gomez tell this, or any comedians that were at that wedding tell the story of Louis J. Gomez giving a best man speech at Gary Veter's wedding, where
vaguely.
he did not mention the bride once,
Yes.
and just talked about the business of comedy.
Yes, I've heard that. No, he eventually, after she did that, brought her up and like he spoke highly of the two of us and her and said how lucky I was and all that. You know, normal. What the speech should have been from the jump. Like he did all that. Like he just had to trim the fat. My suggestion to the next
Oh,
one.
good. I'm glad he saved it.
Me too, because there was no maid of honor speech.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
Why is that?
She like was gonna like throw up.
Yeah, she got kind of a little bit of cold feet in the end, though.
Not from drinking. She was so nervous to speak in front of people.
Boy, the people at this wedding really could not pull it together.
I know. I'm like, I could have just given the
Jesus
speech.
Christ.
Someone just write something. I said I would write something down. I'll read it. I don't know.
Listen, okay. Like after the speech was done, somebody put on like Backstreet Boys. Like, just got the dance going. Go.
Yeah, I heard someone threw on Backstreet Boys. The place went buck. Also, I thought the floor was going to fucking collapse.
So yeah, that's something. By the end of the night, your cousin Joey came up. He was like, "The floor is fucking buckling downstairs."
Dude, no, it was going. I was underneath
like-
too. Yeah, and the beams that are supposed to be sturdy, keeping everything still, were like, and I was like,
Yeah.
uh-oh. But everyone was fucking drunk as shit because they haven't been out of the house.
They haven't been
in
out of the
14
house.
months.
And it's just been just the wildest fucking time. I don't dance at all, like at all.
Yeah.
The fucking whole night, just dance the whole fucking night.
He did. He lost like 12 pounds.
So, Craig, our other friend Matt texted me the next morning at like 10:45, like right before he had to check out of his hotel. He's like, "Hey, you guys still here?" I was like, "No, we had to leave a little early to go pick up the baby." He's like, "Oh, all right." I was like, "Is everything okay?" He's like, "Well, I'm back at the hotel, but somehow my truck isn't." Oh, really? He's like, "Yeah, I think Rob might have drove me back here." but I don't know if he's still here.
No, that was good. I almost actually punched Matt in the fucking face later on in the night.
No, me?
Yeah, you came up behind me and got me to chokehold and almost threw me on the dirt when I was talking to
Oh
you.
yeah,
It was gonna
shit.
happen last night.
Yeah, but dude, he cheated. I didn't even know he was behind me. And then all of a sudden, I'm in like this weird thing, and he's like choking me. And I was
I
wearing.
wasn't choking you. You are being dramatic as dramatic can be right now.
You didn't even remember it happened till I just said it. So how the
If
fuck
I knew
would
that was
you know?
coming, I would have come back.
All right,
See
first
you
of
two
all,
rolling around
I
and-
want you to understand something. First of all, you're right. I don't remember that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
So go ahead. I guess I'll let you go on that.
No, but
I feel like we could have
roll
saved
up
45 minutes by being like, yeah, some white trash got together in a barn. And next topic.
No, it was aside. I'm just giving the highlights. Like, you want me to tell you how like beautiful the centerpieces were?
highlights.
No.
The,
I prefer this stuff.
the flowers were outstanding. The snow was unfortunate.
the snow
Yeah,
was
it was.
unfortunate.
Oh, did it snow? Was it the Friday or whatever?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but like, because of all the snow, it was muddy in some places. So her dress
Even better.
Her dress would have got completely fucked if we went to the site we were supposed to do it outside. It worked out fine though, because like we literally didn't have to go outside at all to get to the venue.
It was a great spot.
I'm thinking for the people. And
Dude, it was a great spot. Yeah, we had a blast. It was
beautiful
awesome.
thing about this place is I think there was 30 rooms on site, and then there was a bunch at their other place right down the street. And if you do the wedding there, they don't rent it out to anyone but the wedding.
right.
So there's
yeah.
no strangers. And the people who work there leave at like 9.
Absolutely irresponsible, by the way.
Well,
I
yeah.
loved every second of it, but I just thought that was like, some of us are dumb. Like, we could burn this place down right now. And they just wouldn't fucking know.
Or maybe 3 cousins of mine, 2 who may or may not be police officers, go into the bar and pour shots for themselves.
How many people was it?
90 something. I forget.
And there were, it sounds like there were no real like COVID. No one was worried about it.
Well, most people were vaccinated, and I don't care now if I do get COVID. I just needed to get through this point.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've been saying though, is that everyone's like, we've changed forever. It's never going to go back to normal. It's like the second we can, obviously, we're just going to be another drunk gang of maniacs again.
People were so excited they showed up drunk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
my cousin,
Yes, Mary and I did.
my cousin Nancy, she showed up, fucking shit faced, started crying. I'm making my walk in, like during Panama and everything, and she's trying to grab me. And I'm like, get the fuck off me. and then like later on, I have the microphone for the best man speech, and it's one of the mics that has the on off switch on the side. So I have it on off, obviously, and my cousin Nancy comes up and she starts crying because she's so happy for us. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I'm sure you're happy for us, but I'm sure the booze is not helping that at all.
Right, yeah.
And then she's like, is that the mic? And she starts grabbing it and screaming into it. And I'm like, I'm like, thank fucking God. She eventually poured a whole glass of wine on my Uncle Chuck. And
Right. Red.
And then, I don't know.
Well, I mean, it matters.
And then my buddy Dan, he threw up in me
That was the best. I was at the bathroom when that happened.
in the bathroom like a gentleman, though.
Yes, he did. Yeah, that's true.
But yeah,
Yes, a true gentleman.
but yeah, no. It was. I don't know if this was actually a great wedding or if it was masked by the fact that no one had done anything until this wedding.
Right.
It was a great
You
one.
were the first source of fun.
Exactly.
I had a great time.
That's why I was like, I don't care if no one breaks anything. I really don't give a fuck how drunk they get.
Right.
Like, just don't puke.
It
on
was
me.
awesome.
It was fun. And then, but yeah, how the fuck would you know? Once again, you left early, you piece of shit. Ugh, I got underwear in my pocket. My name's
We left a
Mike.
little early, and it was still awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't blame you, I guess.
No. You
But yeah,
can't.
then the next day was like almost a 3-hour ride home, and that sucked.
Dude, that did suck. That like
That was bad.
like I thought like the drive to your place was like I was like this is a little draining. By the end of it, I was like I cannot wait to get the fuck out of this car.
Laura was driving behind me. She kept calling me, asking me if I was all right, because I was like swerving, and I was like, I'm exhausted. I was trying to tell you we should probably wait a
That's
little
another
bit.
thing too. What time did you guys end up leaving? Because you guys left way later than me.
Probably like 10, 15 minutes after you.
Oh, okay, not too bad then.
Yeah, we finished packing strong. It didn't look like much, and then we killed it. Forgot a whole bunch of shit though. I'm getting texts from the venue like, whose jacket is this? We went to this room. Whose thing is this? I'm like, fuck.
Didn't someone straight up just leave their whole suit?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Left their whole suit. Brian, the best man, the guy who gave the speech, left the whole suit in the venue.
Dude, he was all kind. That might have been my fault. I poured him a stiff, old-fashioned, man.
No, this is my fault because I got flasks for everybody,
Right.
and they were gone. Maybe right after
Yeah,
the they
so
were
that-
so quick.
That proper number 12, like when I went back to the room and shit like that, there was like maybe like a quarter of that giant-ass bottle left. Mm-hmm. So between everybody was filled. Mm-hmm. Somebody came back. I came back like maybe an hour later. It was gone.
Oh, it was bone dry.
It was absolutely dry.
Bone dry.
Man.
Good whiskey though.
It was good.
Awesome. Yeah. Proper number 12 is good stuff.
Mike, how was your weekend?
It was wildly uneventful. I was actually just talking about it's funny because I've gotten away with the old we're in the midst of a pandemic, what can we possibly go out and do?
Yeah, don't listen to this
And it's
show.
like that seems to be really lightening up. Those days are over for me now. It looks like.
Oh, even the people that were there that are like, very, this is gonna kill everyone I know, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
super serious. They're like, I'm fucking over it. Like,
Yeah.
Enough is enough.
Done.
Johnson & Johnson might have fucked up the country though, because now they're seeing that it's giving blood clots and it's giving everyone
to what, 6 people? I don't know. Did more come out since maybe I haven't seen it? But
No.
originally it was like 6 people, and we all freaked the fuck out.
it was 6 people and the government still recalled it. So what do they know? What else is going on?
Yeah. What else?
So my thought was almost the opposite. Like we freaked out because we heard a news report where 6 people could have just gotten blood clots. You know what I mean? I don't know how old they were or anything, but
It was
Yeah.
it was all women too, like between like 25 and 40. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But
Correlation is not causation.
It's literally just enough though for people like me to go, not worth it.
well, I already did that, and it's good. It seems like those COVID passports aren't going to be a thing, so we might be able to just live our lives.
Right.
Because we lived in that was honestly the best part. No offense to my beautiful wife, was just doing something normal.
Right, with people, yeah.
Yeah, at the beginning they're like, yeah, you have to wear a mask at the bar, and we were like, okay, because that's where
That's what they were.
that's where they work. By the end, they were getting tipped so fucking well. They didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
There was no congregating at the bar. There sure as fuck was, and no one had masks. And they're like, "We're doing amazing," holding their tip jars and replacing them with new ones, like doing all that, So yeah,
Oh, they made a killing.
Be great if we were almost out of this, and then we just hear reports. We were almost out of the woods until a super spreader event in northern New Hampshire set us back decades.
I don't even give a shit. I hope it is. It'll get some nice headlines for the Blind Mike Project. It's a very good show,
Legendary.
family. What does this guy do?
I have to put out a statement.
I hope it just says good.
It says "fuck you" in Braille.
Oh, that would be actually wicked funny if someone asked for a statement and you just sent it in Braille and said, figure it out. You know what's funny, though, about Braille? I always thought the Braille was going to look like the letter.
Well, some of them do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's just so it's 6 cells. I'll really get into it if you want.
Yeah, I know, for real. I'm curious.
It's like 6 cells, and that you like interchangeable. Like you change where the dots are in each individual letter. So some of them are, but some of them it just wasn't possible to make it look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's 6 dots per letter, is what you're saying.
No,
people-
there's a maximum of 6 dots. Like A is 1, B is 2, C is 2, but they're in different places.
Now, would if you were writing something and you wanted to put the word apple, would you have to do APPLE, or is there something you put for apple, like kind of like Chinese whatever calligraphy?
Apple might be a word where there is one like that. Pretty much every word you would have to type out, but there are some, like for basic words that are used a lot. There are some shortcuts. I don't know those though.
I also
that's the.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's probably like the weird thing, like you were saying, like how some of them look like the letter. Like some people, like people who have been blind their whole life, don't know what the letters look like.
Right.
But people who
Can see
get
Mike?
blind,
Yes.
yeah, that they already know what the letters look like, so it's easier for you to figure that shit out, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and it's not that it looks like it; it's that it's like close enough where in my mind I can be like, well, I can see where this is a P.
That was really funny watching Mike for some reason try to tiptoe around saying "lose your sight."
What? What did you fix your mouth to say?
Whenever I get like on something and I try to like say something serious or like make a point, I just look at Craig and Matt's faces and just lose all confidence.
Hey, sometimes we just look retarded, so that could just be nothing.
Was there a list prepared, or did you know that it would be all wedding talk?
Oh, I missed it. Oh, where is that list, bud?
Yeah, it's been a whole week. Oh wait, no, we had a list last week, but it wasn't the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a good one. No, so I prepared a list. I forgot I did this, Craig, when you asked me. I went and looked at like my app and I was like, oh shit, I already did one because I knew that this was going to happen. As soon as you told me that we were going to actually record tonight, I was like, all right, I'm going to get something together.
Yeah,
I don't forget.
Next week we'll be recording on Tuesday, I believe, just for everyone that's out there listening.
Yay.
All right, so the first thing on the list was what I sent you. It was that guy through the Bobcat.
Oh yeah,
Have you seen that?
I have not seen it yet. Have you seen
Oh,
it?
No, I haven't no idea what the fuck.
I guess I'll pull it up.
all right. So it's this guy walking. It's like a.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So like to set it up, so like this guy is I don't know where it happened, but he comes out of his house in the morning and he waves to his neighbor running by. He's like, "Good morning, how are you doing?" And it's like a security camera. And then his wife comes out with like a pet carrier and a bobcat. And if you look up to the left at the very beginning, you can see a bobcat run across the street.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden you hear this fucking ungodly noise and this lady starts running and it's like, oh my God.
All right, let's give this shit a look.
I was about to tell you to stop. Do we have to watch it anymore? You just went through
Jesus Christ.
just went through it pretty well.
So watch the top left.
I see it. Oh, it's tiny.
Yeah. Well,
I need to watch my car.
Oh shit!
Holy shit.
watch what this guy does.
Oh Jesus!
Watch
Do you have a gun on?
fucking pulls a pistol out and runs after it.
Watch out! Watch out! It's a bobcat! Take my wife! A bobcat!
Wow, that was
Okay.
unbelievable.
That was really. It wasn't funny until he had it above his head, going, "Oh my God, it's a fucking bobcat!"
And then he whips it across the lawn and pulls out a pistol and is like, I'm going to shoot that fucker.
Jesus.
All right. All right, I guess I'll give you 1 point. Oh, we should start a point scale for Mike and see if he can get to a certain see if he can get to a certain point. 1 for a good and 2 for just like unbelievable. Can he get to 7.5?
What's an unbelievable? Is unbelievable like, ugh, or is it like really good?
No, why would I give you points for something shitty?
Now here's
Yeah,
the
this
problem
isn't
with
the
that
fucking
system.
Razzies,
So
dude.
let's say there's nothing crazy in the news right now, but something that would be like everyone's talking about. Would he get credit for that?
No, because that Bobcat video would get only no points because
Yeah.
that is like the most popular
Okay.
thing I've seen. But
All right.
Yeah,
like for
the only
instance,
reason that worked is because you guys had said you'd never seen it before.
true. I've seen it
Okay,
everywhere,
so it has to
but
be something you didn't know about prior to the show.
Yeah, genuine reaction is much better than like.
oh, we'll figure this
Something
point.
you've
We'll
seen.
figure this point system out. I think that has legs. I think that has legs. Like this.
I think yes, it does.
I feel like that's degrading.
oh yeah, no, it hasn't been this whole time yet. It's been wonderful for you this entire time.
How about a sticker system where he gets a sticker? He does a good job.
We give him a gold.
There's a chart behind them with gold and silver and bronze stars.
I'll give you a gold star and in red pen. All right, good job.
Yeah, I got
like
an S plus, an A for effort.
no, like the Mike Lindell video that I have would be that would be 2 for sure. That's an excellent video.
Reminded me of the old days. Really, you don't see that enough anymore.
No, and it was so funny watching him go, "Oh, I am so fucking stupid." I'm just gonna pull it up now.
Why? My first question about that was: does he have a show now? Like he's a media personality now?
I think that was on Newsmax, who is now basically at his beck and call because he was going to sue them for something, and now he's just on there all the time. That is my guess.
Interesting.
But I don't know that for sure, but that's what it appears to be.
I have a bad feeling that guy's going to go back to crack at some point.
Well,
Like I hate to say that, but
So
like
what-
we're heading towards a mental breakdown.
have you seen this yet?
I don't think I've seen this. No, and I love Mike
I
Lindell.
haven't seen this yet.
Matt,
either.
you're going to love this. This is going to make your day.
Okay, because I love him anyway.
He's like the Tim Allen of like fucking info.
yeah. Like Mike
Infomercials.
Lindell here with my pillow.
You're gonna love this pillow. This is like early internet type video, and it happened like 3 days ago. Okay, let's watch. Oh fuck, Twitter. I forgot space doesn't work.
Sir. Breaking news here with a guest.
Hello?
Hello, yes, I have Mr. Trump on standby. Are you ready?
Yes.
Is the
That's
president-
where they should have known something was up.
well, yes, because it sounds poor, but that's actually how those calls go down.
Yeah.
Is they're like, I have him ready, just so he's not just sitting on the
Oh,
phone.
really?
Yeah. So if the president calls somewhere, someone on the like with the White House will be like, I have him on standby.
I've never heard it like that on the air though.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because he pulled out his personal cell phone.
That's pretty good. If they knew that, if they did that on purpose, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard that because they've called in before, but because he's on his personal phone, like this isn't piped in through the studio. Like this
Right.
part would be on the show because they just put a lav mic like up to the phone.
Yeah.
But this is, I'm so glad you guys haven't seen this. This is great.
Breaking news here with a guest.
Hello?
Hello, yes, I have Mr. Trump on standby. Are you ready?
Yes.
Sounds like Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir. Hello, everyone.
We have the president here, our real president, everyone. Hello, Mr. President.
MacronShow.com, bitches.
I'm gonna rewind it because the excitement and joy he goes from to shitting his pants is so great. He's like, "Do you see this?" He's like when Alex Jones is like, "I was talking to the president the other day," and blah blah blah. And you know that just makes Mike Lindell jealous. Like, he's like, he's talking to him. I'm out here all the time, and he's like, "I finally got him."
I will say there was a slight element of disappointment when you sent it to me because there was something in my heart that really wanted it to be the Minahan Donald Trump. And he's like, well, not so little Mikey.
Wouldn't that would be unbelievable? That would never be topped. You'd have to cancel prank phone calls forever.
Yeah, that would be the best ever.
That would never. It would
But
never.
this was, I have to say, as a as an experienced prank caller myself, I think this guy went with the right strategy because I think he would have got dumped out pretty quickly. So just saying curse words is probably the best way to go.
I can't. I've listened to this video a few times. I can't make out the website he's trying to plug because he says something.com, bitch.
Oh, I thought he just said dumb cunt come.
Oh, you know what? He maybe he did. Hey, let's pull it back. Let's pull it back a second and reevaluate my brain. Let's see. I just like how he's like, our real president.
Go ahead, sir. Hello, everyone.
We have
That actually was pretty good.
Yeah,
I think that's a clip of
I
Trump.
think that's a clip.
Oh, was it? Okay. That makes-
If not, then shame on him because he could have done 40 minutes.
You're absolutely right.
I think the Minahan Trump caller could have got some, like, sometimes he's got the cadence down perfect.
He sounds enough like him, but I feel like they've got to be so hypersensitive to that. Like they have to be aware that Mike Lindell is going to look like an idiot. So we need to prevent it as best we can.
There's no way. Of course he looks like an idiot. He's got his phone on speakerphone and the other guy has his fucking suit mic held up to his phone. He couldn't look any he couldn't look any worse than he is right now.
the president here, our real president, everyone. Hello, Mr.
Watch
President.
the eyes.
MacronShow.com, bitches.
All right. Sorry.
Come bitch is what I heard. I couldn't hear.
I heard
specific-
I heard .com bitches.
Oh,
I
okay,
think
maybe.
the guy has an accent.
He does. He's European or something, and that explains why the person connecting them had an accent, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed by that. I thought he was just saying "come." bitch.
Honestly, good for the guy because he's getting a plug-in, and if I could make out what the fuck it was, I would tell everyone right now.
I'd look at it and see what it actually was.
So I'll give it one more try. Let's see.
MacronShow.com, bitches. MacronShow.com.
Macroshow.com?
All right.
All right, I
Sorry,
guess that
folks.
wasn't.
Oh, maybe.
See,
I guess we got. Let's see. Last
Let's
one.
look up macroshow.com.
Mike, you're on
Let
it.
me-
Mike Harris, you're on it, not Blind Mike. I can't see you guys right now. I'm playing the video. That's why I'm saying that. Oh, I didn't go back
Okay.
far enough.
MacronShow.com, bitches.
No, I don't think it's not.
okay.
All right.
I
Sorry,
guess that
folks.
wasn't. I guess that was. You see what they're doing? They're attacking us. They're attacking us, and this is what. I mean, that even came up. They're attacking into our.
He is
phones.
flustered.
I gotta say, that's my problem with these fucking Republicans is they show what pussies they are. Like they try to be these tough guys standing for free speech, and the second they get a little dose of it, I mean, Jesus Christ, Lindell, act like you've been there before.
Well, to be fair to the, I think Tucker would have laughed at that for.
Oh, without a doubt,
Oh, yeah.
Tucker would have
Yeah,
laughed
for
at
sure.
it. Hannity might have. I don't know. He doesn't seem like that funny guy.
I think Handy been like okay, and then moved on without bringing it up again.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
Mike Lindell.
we're being attacked.
Mike Lindell is living right now off that those voting machines are fucked, which maybe, but
What is it? What did Dominion sue him for? Like a $1.3 billion or
a
something?
ton of money.
He countersued for 1.6.
Did he? Well, he's fucking loaded. He can just fuck around. But the thing is, he's so pro Trump should have won. This whole shit's rigged. That is just a gut punch to his fucking whole campaign. He looks like such a fucking idiot. Oh, all right. That would have been 2 or maybe a 3-point system. Who knows?
I'm scouring news stories right now to see if I can find like what that guy said.
you-
And
Yeah.
nobody has it.
See, that's the real disappointment of it
Type
all.
in macroshow.com. MACROSH.
I don't think that's what it was. The first, when you said that, it sounded like it, but then when we listened again, I didn't think so.
It is a website. It's a domain website.
Oh, it says Macron Show.
Macron show.
Macron Show.
Macron.
All right, let's
show.
find this guy.
Let's see what's going on here. I'm very curious.
I am too. Yeah, it's MACRON show.com.
Nailed it. Is this gonna be titties? That would be hilarious.
Yeah, they're just like
Imagine what it was like if Craig did that, but like said the show name in that accent.
Oh, it
How
actually.
annoying that would be. Like no one can understand what the fuck you're saying.
Yeah, blind Mike. Oh, this dude.
VeryGoodShow.com, bitches.
This dude looks like he's got his own podcast. Good for him.
good for him. Yeah, he's actually got a good little setup going on over here.
Great.
It does.
How the fuck did he pull that off? That's so great.
Can we listen and see if it's any go? We won't be able to understand him really.
Yeah.
No.
You know, let's Mondays with Mac. Let's. Oh, it's live in 6 days. No, I guess
Dude,
not.
did you see
Oh, he
the
hasn't
titles?
started it yet?
Did you see
no,
the titles of his
Never
episodes?
notified of the flight change at all. I checked my email.
He's
They're
taking,
putting Trek Bike in there.
he's taking calls of some kind? This guy
Esther
ever...
the Jester, not even Dwight would molest.
Oh, what a waste. He's just sitting there on Discord. That's his show.
Oh,
Do you see the titles of his show though? Like the episodes?
what are they?
Pillow biters.
My husband's purse.
Our husband's purse.
7,060 pillow biters.
Yeah.
Well,
Dear
I'm certainly
God,
not laughing at that term.
dear God, please bring back my chainsaw. High birds don't cry. Ah, he's losing me. I'll give him one more to see if it's funny.
Hey, the next one, all aboard the jizz boat.
We're good.
We're all back. I don't even want to look at it now. All right, I'm going to end on that one. That's a good one to end on. Go check out macronshow.com. See that?
Well, good for him.
What's left on this? I can't wait to just bring the show down with a list.
Oh, I know. We were going good. Now I'm just gonna wreck it.
It's his wedding weekend. You got to give it to him.
I know.
He actually,
All right,
Mike
well,
actually,
the next
Mike
one up I had was De Niro's divorce.
Oh yeah,
That explains a tremendous amount.
so much.
It all makes sense. I think we all owe De Niro an apology.
No, we fucking don't.
No, we
but
don't.
I will allow the slate to be clean. Is how I'm looking at it. I'm not apologizing to that fucking asshole at all. But real quick, Mike actually did give me a fucking hilarious wedding the card. It was it was the show logo in a tux and in a wedding dress. And it just said "very good wedding." It was so stupid. It made me laugh really hard.
It was actually Mary's idea.
And it was actually his wife's idea, so he's not even like thoughtful or fun.
Well, I wrote it up, you dick. Jesus.
So maybe there has to be a 10-point scale, like per topic, and it has to average a certain amount to see if you pass the list. That might have to be
The problem
it.
is then there's math involved.
Yeah, I thought half the fun of the list was like you guys just making fun of me. I thought that's why you guys liked it.
No, that part will not change at all. Except we'll be able to
That's okay.
fucking stick you with a horrible number. You can see how bad it is.
Yeah, we're thinking of when networks get a hold of this podcast. We're thinking they're going to look for some structure in this list.
I need very good show. So like that De Niro story, I'd give, if it was a 10-point scale, I'd give it like a 3. Fine.
Okay.
I was interested when I saw that though, because I was like, all right, because for a long time everyone was like, he can't possibly have money problems. He's fucking Robert De Niro. He can do whatever movie he wants but he can pretty much set his price, I imagine.
Yeah.
But sure enough, they always got their fucking hand in your pocket.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
she
saying?
Yeah.
spends like
Those
250 grand a month on like some brand of clothes. How is that like passable in court for anything?
Yeah, that is
wild.
a good point.
Fucking broads.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
Kumia had it right though. There was a picture of the two of them, and he said, "Well, she is very handsome."
Wow.
What does his frequent film mate say? It's Joe Pesci says it's the bitches that'll get yous.
That is true.
He does say that. Oh, by the way, that dance got cut for TV time. If we're talking like SNL, yeah, my kids got exhausted before.
Outrageous.
I know. I was pretty upset.
I asked for one thing.
I was pretty upset. I was like, where are they? Like, they're going to bed. I'm like, well, we got to do the fucking dance. I have to do this. I have to go back and tell Mike that it got cut. I'm going to lose my spot.
If you expect me to go back to him,
Oh man, I was like, I said this as like a half joke, like a few months ago, like recording a show at some point over the weekend, and boy, did that not go well.
oh, just mentioning it.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, what if we did like a very good show from the venue? You know, like, wouldn't that be funny?
Oh yeah.
Boy, and
How long are you going for? How long will you be there for?
I'm coming back next Monday at like 10 at night.
Okay, so you're there for a week, basically.
Yeah. No. I was talking about doing a very good show like
At the wedding.
after the wedding or something.
I told Mary that the other day. I was like, oh, we were like kicking that idea around, and she's like, oh, that would have gone horribly.
So our wives met for the first time,
Yeah,
and I don't even know if you were there, Mike, when it happened.
I was probably at the bar or something.
Like,
Oh, really? They never met each other?
No,
they
they've
hadn't.
never met. I've met her plenty of times, but they've never actually met. But Mike only comes by himself. I tell him, bring the family. So, but
This is my time.
I'm surprised there's never like a double date or anything. I don't know. Are your kids similar in age or no?
Hasn't happened yet.
yeah, it's just always something going on. And then every time when you have kids, you're gonna find out too. You get plans to go do dinner or whatever, and a lot of times it gets to that point. You're like, I can't even get off this couch. I'm so exhausted.
Yeah.
Right.
You have kids, and you plan on doing things, and then it just gets destroyed.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
I'm sure
what
we're
it is.
actually they'll probably come up here a bunch in the summer because I have like the pool and everything. So
Okay.
I'm sure that.
Well, anyways, I didn't mean to distract you.
No.
Quite all right.
But they had I forgot to tell you this, Mike. They had a exchange that frightened me to my core.
Uh-oh.
Is Mary came up, said that Laura looked beautiful, and they talked, and it was nice to meet you, blah, all this stuff. And then Laura just goes to Mary, we need to talk.
Oh, no.
And Mary goes, yes, we do, and walked away. And I went, oh, no. I didn't like it at all.
Because you know what they were talking about.
I don't even like hearing that secondhand.
No. I was standing there. I'm like, oh, this is supposed to be the best day of my life. And I don't. This is fucking,
Now I'm terrified.
now my podcast is gonna die because they don't like it.
You could have got me. I want to give you a hug.
Here's another fly drink, boy. What's next on your list, Michael?
All right, there is a list of. Let me see, how many was it?
Glad you did the research.
Hang on, I have it right here.
No, you don't.
There is a list of 30 names that the Washington football team are considering.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I kind of like this.
All the way from aces and ambassadors
Ugh.
to First City Football Club,
Ooh,
Monarchs, Warriors,
Ew.
Washington, D.C. Football Club. And then the last one on the list is sticking with football teams.
Stay with football
I
team.
like
Stay
that.
with
I
football
actually
team.
think that's a good
Football team.
idea.
I actually like the Patriots, and if I didn't, I would be a Washington football team fan because the name is awesome. And I'm like definitely in the market for a new baseball team. So if Cleveland changes to baseball team, I'm on board.
Yeah.
It sounded very stupid when it first happened, but it's just grown on me.
Me too.
I think it's the perfect name.
I go, they really
I
couldn't
want
have
that a lot.
thought. They couldn't have thought of anything better than that. And then I'm like, wait, that's kind of kick ass. I kind of love it.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's like having like a soccer name, but not copying them exactly, like with football
Right.
club or something. Just calling it football team.
Yeah, it's like getting chicken fingers and fries. You know what you're getting every time.
Yeah, Mike. This
Unless
is.
the screen's not working and you just randomly order something.
I mean,
good
I
point,
know,
Craig.
I know you're not done yet, but this is shaping up to be one of your better lists, my friend.
I agree.
I haven't made fun of you yet.
Okay.
I like that you're grading him on the news that happened in the world.
That's what I was thinking.
But a lot-
You said it.
Mike, the other day he puts on his list. So there's a ketchup package shortage.
Yeah.
What the fuck
in
are we
general?
saying that
was happening.
What are we
Now I'm
supposed?
interested in this. Let's dive in.
Like, what are we supposed to do with that information? Ponder
No,
on
it
it.
was literally just a thing that was on the list for me to say.
Wow.
It could have just stopped
That would
there.
lead me to wonder: is there a tomato shortage, or is this specifically the packets?
Just the packets.
It was specifically the packets.
Wow,
You can still get your bottles. You can still get everything else. Just
that's
no,
very interesting.
no one even likes the pack. That was the whole thing. Is no one even likes the
No one
package.
likes the
Yeah.
Well, hey,
It was
let's
just
let's
because-
not go too much into this. We need a Monday show for next week. I think this will hold.
Oh.
Next.
So Joe Buck is angling to become the permanent host of Jeopardy.
I
He's going to
saw
be
that
doing
he's
it all
going to
next.
host over the summer or something.
Yeah, well, I think he's doing it all next week, and then he wants to be the permanent guy.
I would
but-
much rather LeVar Burton.
We have now gone too far in the Joe Buck comeback story.
No
I
shit.
do not like Joe Buck.
It's tipping the other. Like, I liked him when he was on Brockmire and kind of made fun of himself, and on Pardon My Take and kind of made fun of himself. I was like, all right, he's not a bad guy. But now it's like, we got it, Joe. You're a regular guy.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the reason people didn't like him is because he, at least around here, he was always so biased against the Patriots when he'd call their games.
But there's literally, you say that, and maybe there's obvious examples where he is, but there's some like Twitter account or something that assembled like all the tweets of every single fan base calling Joe Buck biased against their team.
Well, if the Cardinals and any St. Louis team did, they're fucking stupid. Yeah, that was the other thing, was watching with him calling the Red Sox Cardinals series. That was probably the tip. I was like, all right, dude, we get it. You don't like him.
I never noticed him being that bad. Maybe I was always more distracted by Tim McCarver when I was a kid, because he was the worst.
Yeah.
It's just not a great team. Actually, I don't hate him as an announcer. It's just sometimes, just back when he was like, oh, Randy Moss, that was a disgusting act. Like,
Disgusting. Yeah, I think that's what turned a lot of people on him.
it was just like, shut the fuck up, dude. He fake mooned the crowd.
My favorite announcer ever is Joe Morgan, because he was a horrible announcer and like put no effort in or anything.
Zero.
But this is what, like, one of my. I just like telling this story. That I was watching a Red Sox Rangers Sunday night game, and I guess at the ballpark in Arlington, they used to have like a mini wiffle ball field. And, they come back from break and they're showing kids out on the field. And John Miller, the play-by-play guy, says, boy, Joe looks so fun out there. I'd like to run out there myself and play a few innings. And just, being affable, being a friendly guy. And there's a pause, and Joe Morgan just says, I'm here for the game, John.
Honestly,
John Miller's like, all right.
there was no better voice to fall asleep to than his, Joe Morgan. Just him being like, yeah, just like say something like that, and then you just hear the hiss of the crowd. And
I loved when the Sox were playing the Yankees once, and Manny Ramirez hit a homer, and he goes, Manny told me before the game he was going to hit a home run. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to jinx him. A grown man said that on television.
Dude, I really like Mike Milbury. Whoever was the lunatic that put him on a national show, what was he on the NHL Network? After a while, they took him off Nesson. Whoever fucking put him anywhere besides Nesson was out of their minds.
Yeah,
I prefer Don Cherry.
Well, Don Cherry is great.
I just like his
Mike
takes on
Milbury.
life.
I just like Mike Milbury. He was just such a homer, and then the last thing he did, he's like, those broads. He's like, they don't keep them chicks around when they're here for the All-Star game. We don't want to distract those boys with those titties.
Don Cherry was the same way, where he kept saying shit where, like, every individual thing that Don Cherry got in trouble for, I would defend him on. But after a while, it was like, Don, just fucking, we got it. You don't like non-whites.
I love it. Dude, I always thought it was weird, like, that his name was Don Cherry, but his nickname was Grapes.
Grapes Cherry.
Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I guess because they're both flavors. I don't really know either.
They're both fruits, and he's gay.
It was like hockey's Liberace.
We figured it out. All right, what's left, Mike?
All right, I got two more things.
I said, bring us home.
I got two more things. I got the closing arguments for the Derek Chauvin trial are today.
Oh, that'll start a nice burning of the country.
It's going to be a really scary week.
Yeah, because it's looking more and more like he's going to get off.
The match we needed to light this rocket.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Minneapolis. That place is going to go down. More and more evidence is coming out that I'm like, they're just going to let him get off, I think.
Yeah. It's gonna be a scary week.
Sure
I bet
is.
I bet his house has been on the market since he lifted his knee.
Oh man,
None of us are going to heaven. It's fucking nuts.
that was so funny. I'm sorry. Wasn't expecting that. All right.
Oh my god.
All right, and then the last thing I have is I just thought this was funny. This is just like it's kind of
It's not going to be. It's
weird
not.
thing. No, so there's a metal band called Iced Earth.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The guitarist is he's one of the founders of the Oath Keepers, which is one of those like right wing militias.
He's
And
like
he
part
was
of what's stormed the Capitol. I saw that.
Yeah, so he was at the January 6th riot, and he's been like, he made a deal with prosecutors, and he's like diming people out. So D. Snyder went on Twitter and is just like talking shit about him.
Yeah.
It's just,
Here we go. This
funny.
is what the list is normally like. This is the list I'm looking for every time.
It's funny. It's just fucking D. Snyder from
Motherfuckers from
Sister.
Twisted Sister.
Just ripping this guy apart. It's just funny. He's calling him a pussy. It's just, I don't know.
Well, D. Snyder was on the radio a lot, wasn't he? On Stern a lot or something like that.
Yeah.
So he has experience calling people out.
Yeah, it's just funny. He's like, he's such a pussy. He's like, just take your punishment, you fruit.
Yeah, he's basically just calling him a rat and a bullshitter, basically.
Well, it's literally what he's doing. He's
Exactly.
Takashiing.
Fucking skin doctors, man.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
if you haven't, go check out patreon.com/blindmike.
Well, thank you, sir.
Give him fucking money. Give it to him.
Yeah. Please.
Go to teespring.com/blindmike for shirts there. Go to
That's all right.
teespring.com/store/verygoodshow for all our shit. Get a wall
I
tapestry.
wonder, so is mine also that?
I don't know. I don't know. It works if you type that in, but it just goes to a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Like if you type in store, actually let's check it out. Matt, type in
Is mine also that?
Because I've been saying the wrong website for 3 months now.
.com/.
Some asshole figured it out and has been cleaning up on your logo.
It doesn't make any sense. Why would that just bring you to one item and a longer address brings you to the main site?
The show.
All right, it brought up
no. Okay, never mind. I got scared for a second because that it doesn't exist. Store/blindmike.
Okay.
Shout out for all the people listening. But for a second, it says recently viewed, and it's all of our shirts. And I was like, does that go to Very Good Show? Because that would be fucking hilarious. But it's just
That would
like
have been tough to explain.
I don't know. I wasn't on the screen, but I'm pretty sure you can probably see my face reacting to seeing it. if the video comes out, you'll see it. But yeah, no, just go to teespring.com/blindmike and then look underneath and you'll see all the other stuff and you can get to the
I don't know why it's like that.
you can get to the full store, but store/Very Good Show, you'll get all our stuff. It's pretty sick. We got tank tops for the summer coming out. It's gonna be awesome. I don't Twitter at CraigVGS, at Very Good Matt, at Mike_VGS because he couldn't find one. And anything else, boys?
No, sir. I mean, the people enjoying the Chauncey Hayden interview, go check that out if you want. That's the free episode. That's about it.
And I'm not on it, so you'll really love it, everybody. Holy shit, I'm going on my honeymoon. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Very good show. Very bad.